In this video, we will see domains in ABAP dictionary. So let us see the agenda for this session. So first we will cover the overview of domains and then we will see the steps required to create a domain. So what exactly are domains? So domains are nothing but technical attributes of a particular field like data type, length and value range. So there is a relationship between the field and the domain which is explained with the help of data element. So here is a use case here. So suppose there are three tables and these two tables are using the data element 1 and that particular table is using data element 2 and both these data elements are using the same domain. So domain can be used in the different data elements. Now let us look at the steps required to create a particular domain. So first we have to go to SE11, that is ABAP dictionary, and then we have to select the radio button domain and then we have to give a name that is starting with Z. So suppose here we have given ZCNO and we have to click on create and provide a short description. When that is done, we have to provide the data type as anything. So in this use case we are providing the data type as char and the length also we are providing it as 10. And when that is done, we have to press enter and then we have to save it, check it and activate it. Now with the simple example, let us see how to create domains.
Now let us discuss about domain. So this is one of the most important part of the database table where we have to define domain, the data element. So within the data element, we are defining the domain. So data element was for the field, particular field, and this domain it describes the particular technical characteristics of a particular field, that is what is the data type and what should be the data length and if there is any decimal or anything like that. So basically it defines the technical characteristics. So now let us just create an example. So we will provide a data domain name, that is VC number, and we will create it. So we will provide a short description regarding this. So short description would be something like custom domain. Okay. Then we will provide a data type. It will be char. Then the number of character would be 30. Anything we can provide. Then we can maintain our value range as we have already discussed regarding the value table and check table. So here we can provide a particular range of values which we want if a user should be restricted, that is validation on the domain level, we can provide it here. So here we have provided a custom domain and the name of the custom domain is the C number, and the definition we have provided here is character, that is the data type is character which has the number of 30 characters and 0 decimal places. As of now we have kept it as 0 itself. And here we can see the output characteristic, that is output length is 30 itself. So if we want it to be lowercase, we can check this checkbox. So everything is done, we will save it and yes, so that's done. Now check it and activate it. So now what we will do, we will make use of this particular domain in our custom table. To do so, we will assign this particular domain to another data element and we will populate that data element in the custom table. So here is my domain. I will just go back and click on data type. Here we have already defined our data element which was Z number itself. So I will select this, go to change, and here we have the option of elementary type which is domain. So now here I will select that particular domain that we have created right now, which was this one. So see, the data type it has already picked up, that is char, and the length was 30, that we have already provided there. Now we need to save it and check it. It's a warning, we can ignore it and activate it. So that's done. So if we just double click on this particular, so it will take us to the previous window where we have defined our domain. So that's done. Okay, now go back. Now we will make use of this particular data element in our database table. our database table name was z custom table, and I will change it. Now I will make use of another field, and here I will provide the data element as ZC number. Here I will provide something like country name, and here I will provide ZC number. So this is our custom data element. So if I select, so it is already picking up char and the length is 30. So if I just double click on it, yes, save it. So it will take me to the data element screen. Here I have provided my data and domain. If I double click on the domain, it will take me to the domain level. I will go back. So I have maintained this data element here. I will save this and check it and activate it. So that's done. So this was regarding the domain and how we are maintaining the domain in a particular data element, and how we are maintaining that data element in our custom table. So hope you understood it. Thanks for watching.